Good evening, guys. It's Brad, and today what I want to talk about is how, in order to really separate yourself from the competition, which is what you need to do if you actually want to make more money than the average person working for yourself, you have to be willing to do things that are completely different than the norm. And in fact, something that I realized that I actually do, which is actually really strange, but it is very effective for me, is I literally am completely disconnected with the outside world most of the time. I wear these noise canceling headphones, and what I found is that by wearing these, I don't listen to people's conversations. I don't listen to the music. I don't listen to mainstream music. I don't listen to mainstream culture at all. I'm completely disconnected from it. I don't listen to mainstream music or anything mainstream. I don't listen to her conversation, his conversation, anybody's conversation. And one thing that I was listening to a Grant Cardone podcast today, which was awesome, and he was talking about how to constantly go out into the marketplace every single day and lead and be a winner in your field and be the one who steps up and is head and shoulders better than the competition every single day, making the money, making the power moves that they're not willing to do. He would ask himself questions like, what is my competition unwilling to share for free? What is my competition unwilling to do? You know, where are they not playing the game as well as I play it? So for instance, like making these videos. Many mentors will not actually make unscripted videos about various topics. I'm completely willing to be free and open with my flaws, the things that I fucked up on, and the lessons that I've learned to get me to this point. Because I always knew that I was going to be successful because I had that tenacity and I had to win. I had to. I didn't have a safety net. I don't have a safety net. I have my businesses, and these are the things that put food on the table. It's pretty crazy to think about, no safety net, but that is the reality for an entrepreneur. So you have to attack it with 100% conviction. You know, the best leaders attack it with 100% conviction and don't get lazy when they start making a little bit of money to store away. And, you know, that is something that actually we all battle against. We get a little bit of money. We get a source of income. We know that that source of income is not going to continue to flow for the rest of your life. So, you know that you still have to create and produce and offer value to the world, but it can be challenging for entrepreneurs to stay motivated. And that's why I disconnect. Because, you know, if all I'm listening to is like Grant Cardone and Tony Robbins and Tim Ferriss and Jocko Willink and all of like the best motivational, smartest people in the world, and I don't listen to like these propped up, cut out figures that are in the music industry or the TV industry, like Kim Kardashian, Future, like the people that are in the mainstream that most people know, and they know about their lives and they see their work, is so pathetic to me. Like I can't even, I want to vomit. Like the story I was telling on my Facebook group the other day is yesterday actually. I did this experiment with THC. I've been taking CBD oil over the past 2 weeks. I love it. It's changed my life. It does kind of make me a little bit lazy, so I am going to do my best to not take it during the day and take it at night to calm down and go to sleep. But THC I tried yesterday, and it was really fucking powerful, man. I only took like 3, 4, 5 little hits off of a vaporizer, like little baby cautious hits, because I was scared of taking too much. And it sent me to the fucking moon. So I had to take off my headphones, and I'm there in Baskin Robbins. I'm listening to this music that they're playing, and this music is just, my God, man. The words were "suck a nigga dick" or something. That was literally the words. Like the guy is like "suck a nigga dick" or something. And first of all, I'm thinking, what an unbelievably hypocritical system we have, where YouTube will censor my videos. You know, the world, like, whoa, what I'm saying right here is fairly revolutionary. And if and I'm not saying like I'm so special, but I'm saying that it is so, it's apparently edgy to, you know, give you guys tips on how to be more successful and telling you what I'm doing to try and be more successful. Apparently that's edgy. And then, believing in the family and, maybe religious values or something like that, or conservative values. That's super edgy. But this guy saying, suck a nigga dick or something is not edgy at all, apparently, because it was playing in an ice cream shop. Like, I got super high. I went to an ice cream shop in Checkers, and I ate and I got fat. And I'm sitting there in the ice cream shop, and they're playing this, and I'm like, my God. And then I'm listening to the Grant Cardone thing today, and it hit me. I'm like, this is the truth. This is why I do not subscribe to what everybody else is doing, and I separate myself. I hold myself to higher standards. I mean, people tell me all the time, you're too extreme. You're crazy. You're doing like way too much stuff. Like, what's wrong with you? But I realized through the THC, it made me look at it in a different way than I'm used to. And I realized that I had to do it because I was willing to do whatever it took to win. And when, it's life or death, or so it seemed, not that I thought I would die if I didn't make money, I would just have to move back to an old room in Harlem or something, paying $500 or $750 for my little room in Harlem or the Bronx or something, and go back on food stamps while I built my business up. But I don't want to do that. I spent a long time like living really, really broke, and now that I've made it to a level of success and affluence, dude, I do not want to go back. I do not want to go back. I mean, I had a lot. It sucked. It was painful. It was really sad. I spent just about every day, like, really sad when I was broke. And I knew that I didn't want a traditional job, and I was just living off of the small amount of money that I could muster through my online businesses. I didn't have the discipline. I didn't have the drive. I didn't do whatever it took. I didn't separate myself from mainstream culture. I still listen to mainstream culture, you just listen to this stupid crap. And I didn't separate myself. Now I separate myself. Now the things that I spend the most money on, or I spend money on my business, or I spend money on a educational program for myself, or software. I don't listen to, Future. I mean, there's one song by Future, actually. It's Fuck Up Some Commas. I used to listen to that, but, I'm not, like, aware of what Future thinks, about, like, politics and economics. I could give a shit because the guy is not a politician or an economist, so why do I care? But mainstream, they care about what he thinks about Donald Trump and what he's doing in the military tactics or in the economy. And I'm like, you really care about what Kim Kardashian or Future thinks? Like, do you watch C-SPAN? Do you watch independent news media? Do you really know what's going on in this country in the way of politics? Or are you just, watching Future on Instagram, little 10-second clip? And that's what most people are doing. And that's okay. I mean, as long as they're happy, I don't give a shit. But for me, being that I cannot work a 9-to-5 job and be happy, or at least I have not found one that would make me happy, and I cannot live a normal, average life and be happy where I'm poor. I'm making $1,500 or $2,000 a month in New York City. Dude, $2,000 in New York City will get you nothing. It will get you zero. You will get nothing. You will work your ass off for somebody who will pay you $1,500, and then you'll spend your 40 hours a week there, and then you'll go home because you're tired because they worked you to the core, and you will be poor. And you will not be able to live in a nice building like I'm living in. You will not be able to wear nice suits or shirts like I'm wearing. You will not be able to wear fancy domed crystal watches like the ones that I'm wearing, or have Bose headphones. Just nice things that make life good. Or how about good food? How about not eating McDonald's? How about actually having like the ability to have green juices or salads, or go to Pré à Manger instead of McDonald's? You won't be able to do that on $2,000 a month either. And I personally don't want to go back to that. I've been there. I've lived with the roommates I lived with were really bad. I've been in really rough situations, and I was super unhappy being poor. So now I'm like, dude, whatever it fucking takes. I'm not going back, and I want to go up. And I also, I have better mindsets, better things. Like, you got to get out of that spiral, and it kind of starts by listening to guys, like me, pretty much, or other guys that you identify with, and you like their message, or girls, for that matter. So with that said, I got to run. Got another errand to run, and then I got a bunch of more shit I got to do by the end of the night. But stay crazy, my friends. Stay crazy. Don't worry about what other people say. If other people heard you listening to this or heard you espousing some of these ideas that I'm talking about now, they'll think, there's no way that you're going to be able to do what he does. Or, like, why are you talking like that? The average people are like crabs in buckets. They just pull you down the moment that they start to see that you're clawing your way up. So that's all I got to say for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Or you can come and find me on Facebook if you're looking for some mentorship. I do have slots open, and will continue to do that for the next short period of time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.